Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing somewhat of a dead updates type of video for today. Got lots of new dead updates for The Walking Dead for coming up this year. Starting with the ending of Fear the Walking Dead has now been officially announced that Fear the Walking Dead will be ending at the end of its 8th season. So we'll go ahead and go through all the details with you guys for that. We also have some pushback for the releases and the release date for The Walking Dead Dead City. So the Walking Dead Rick and Michonne series, which I guess is maybe the most anticipated of any of the Walking Dead spin-offs so far, that one was scheduled for a shoot for a Halloween release, but it sounds like they've had to push it back to 2024. So some unfortunate news for you guys there with that one. If you're expecting to see the Rick and Michonne spinoff, it was supposed to be Halloween 2023 this year, but maybe AMC couldn't get it done in time. Too many things involved, so that's being set for 2024, and it's being described as a love story. So Rick and Michonne love story, that whole thing. And we did cover this a little while ago for Fear the Walking Dead. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check it out for Fear the Walking Dead Season 8. There is a short teaser with Madison for this season of Fear, which I think is scheduled, looks like May 14th. So we're going to be seeing Fear the Walking Dead return May 14th with its, let's see, with its first half. Let's just read the description for Fear the Walking Dead Season 8. So The Walking Dead fans only just said goodbye to The Walking Dead's flagship series a month ago, but another chapter in the franchise is set to conclude this year as Season 8 of Fear the Walking Dead is confirmed to be its final season, so its last season. Similar to the final season of The Walking Dead, the final season of Fear the Walking Dead will be broken up into multiple chunks of episodes, with the first run of 6 episodes, so 6 new episodes kicking off on AMC May 14th, before the final 6 episodes that will debut later on this year. Despite this series coming to an end, the Walking Dead franchise is far from over, with a number of spin-off projects on the horizon for the franchise. So 6 episodes of Fear in the spring, May 14th, and then another 6 episodes to make the 8th and final season of Fear the Walking Dead, 12 episodes. Maybe it'll be the fall for the other, the final 6 episodes, 12-episode final season. Less than usual, which is 16, but I think it makes sense. They're going to go ahead and wrap it up now that the Walking Dead original television series is has finished off. But they're also switching to doing the multiple spin-off series, and they have sort of alluded to the idea of possibly doing some more Tales of the Walking Dead. So you know, they may want to do some more episodes of Tales of the Walking Dead, like a season 2, something like that later on. But yeah, Fear the Walking Dead coming to an end as well, you know, within, I guess within a calendar year since the original Walking Dead TV series wrapped up. But I've been kind of expecting this for a while for Fear the Walking Dead. I think this is something that a lot of us who have been fans of the series have kind of been looking at since season 6, especially with season 7 too, and the delays and the shutdowns with everything, you know, last few years. I've kind of been feeling like, you know, I wonder how many more seasons Fear the Walking Dead will run, and you know, sure enough, this is going to be it. So, quote, it says, it's a truly exciting year for the Walking Dead universe as we conclude an epic journey on Fear the Walking Dead, which became one of the most successful shows in the history of cable television. Dan McDermott, president of entertainment at AMC Studios at AMC Networks, shared of the series conclusion per Variety. And now we are set to bring forth the next iteration of the franchise, 2 new and anticipated series featuring the beloved characters of Maggie, Negan, and Daryl. Along with that, we begin production on the next chapter in Rick and Michonne's unforgettable love story, which we look forward to sharing next year. This next phase of our beloved Walking Dead franchise promises to engage and enthrall faithful viewers. Fans new and old will love seeing zombies walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, beneath the Eiffel Tower, inside the Louvre, and at dozens more exotic and iconic locations from around the country and around the world. So it's kind of sad news to hear Fear the Walking Dead's ending, but not unexpected. I'm happy that they're going to be able to do 12 episodes for the final season, get to see things wrap up for Madison, even though she just kind of returned. She just kind of got back at the end of season 7, and we're going to be seeing the series end. But it'll be cool to see her return for one final season, one final go. Morgan, finishing up his time in The Walking Dead as well too. Now the original Walking Dead TV series has ended. Just based on placement, there was always kind of the fan idea that maybe we could see a crossover happen between Fear and the original series at some point, but it kind of feels like that's probably not going to happen, like because of the way the Walking Dead original TV series ended, because of the timing, and now Fear the Walking Dead is going to be ending. It'd be cool to see if they could cross over some of the characters, and maybe in the future in a subsequent Tales of the Walking Dead episode, or, it's not to say that we couldn't see Madison, Morgan, and some of the others, like you've got Alicia Strand out. Alicia's out there somewhere. Strand is still there, and some of the others. So it'd be cool if we could see Alicia come back for the final season, for the end of season 8, reunite with Madison. I think that would be a perfect send-off moment for it. And then if they ever wanted to do like, a Tales of the Walking Dead episode, or bring the small group of them into a different Walking Dead series if they ever want to. Depends if there's enough demand or not. But I think that would be a perfect way to finish off the series, with the reuniting of the two of them, and Morgan in there somewhere too. Morgan is an awesome character as well too. So we'll see how they finish things off with their story. So that'll be good to look forward to. So Rick and Michonne pushed back to 2024. Unfortunate news for that one. It was supposed to release with a 2023 thing, but I guess, with them doing this many series, that's one thing about kind of having to end Fear. Because they're doing the Daryl spinoff, they're doing Dead City, they're doing the Rick and Michonne spinoff for at least a couple years, and then maybe later they'll come back to Tales of the Walking Dead. I think it does make sense to kind of give Fear the Walking Dead an end point, and work towards kind of a good conclusion for everybody who's still alive at that point in Fear. So comments below what you think about Fear ending and the confirmation of that. And then the premiere for Dead City, The Walking Dead Dead City, is going to be set for a debut in June, as long as it doesn't get pushed back. So basically, Fear the Walking Dead Season 8's first 6 episodes will air in May, and then we will see after those end, probably 6 episodes run through mid-June. We'll probably see Dead City premiere after that. So nothing for Walking Dead until about May time, I believe, unless I'm forgetting anything. No, I think that's right. I think May 14th is when we'll see Walking Dead return, but we will have Last of Us starting this weekend, which can kind of tide us over, I guess, until that. There'll be other shows and stuff too, but yeah, it's a little bit of a pause or a break. But then there's the Daryl spinoff series as well too, which is going to air sometime after Dead City, probably maybe fall or late summer, something like that. I don't know. We'll see what they say for that. So they're still producing a lot of stuff, and it's great to see. It's just kind of sad for fans of The Walking Dead to see the original kind of Walking Dead universe, the original Walking Dead TV series come to an end. Fear the Walking Dead now, coming to an end. It premiered, I think, during around season 5 or so, and it was a huge premiere for Fear. So, it's had an incredible run as well, too. 8 long seasons, really great stuff, and I'm happy it lasted that long. I'm very, very happy with how well Fear turned out. I didn't think it was going to turn out to be as good as it has, to last as many episodes as it has, last as many years as it has. So, I'm sad to hear the news, but at the same time, also kind of expected, because how much can AMC do per year with a yearly run schedule for, like, what, are you going to have 5 Walking Dead series or something? Like 3, maybe 4 at the max. Like, that's a lot. 3 is probably enough just by itself, right? So a few comments from you guys for today. Marizella said, Fear the Walking Dead ends with season 8 out in the news now. So thank you, Mariliza. I did, go ahead and do this video for that. Jeremy Haslam says, Walking Dead Season 7 was so bad. The premiere episode was awesome, but the rest of the season didn't have the suspense and tension that the premiere episode, and was so annoying seeing Rick being treated like Negan's little bitch. A lot of people didn't like Season 7. I think, safe to say, probably Season 7 of Walking Dead is probably the worst season of the original series in terms of fan, what the fans think of it. Season 7 is one where, like, a lot of people stopped watching. A lot of people didn't like it. Some people think Season 8's worse, but, Season 7, I do agree to a degree that it's probably the most hated season of the original series. Crimson Raven says, since The Walking Dead ending, Trevor's attracting even more nut jobs to his streams. Well, for Crimson Raven, I think I enjoy doing the streams with you guys. I really do. We go through lots of different topics and lots of cool stuff. Religion recently, different religions and stuff. And I like to think in some of the 3-hour, 2-hour, streams that we go pretty deep, man. We deep dive into some of this stuff like Christianity and some of the others we've covered. We've done some alien streams, done some intelligence-related streams. So I'd like to think that we've got a pretty based audience here, man. I'd like to think that the audience is pretty smart here. A lot of my viewers will understand psychological operations, things like this, and really I think a very good understanding of how everything fits together if they've watched a good number of the streams we've done. So I have no interest in doing like basic simple stuff. We can go into it for a sec, but I want to get more advanced as quickly as possible. I want to go into more interesting topics. Want to go into things that are just more stimulating. So especially when you get into like certain people, and affiliations, associations, things like that. I think it's great. I think it's really good stuff. So I enjoy it, and I'd say like with what we do and what we've kind of communicated out. Like we've gone through the alien stuff, for example, which is so popular in popular culture, so popular, aliens, and we've deep dived it. And what did we find? There's nothing there. It's psychological operation. It's basically counterintelligence, disinformation stuff. So we've gone through some really great stuff. I think that if you think someone's a nut job because they don't think aliens exist, like because we're like saying like this is a work, this isn't real, this isn't true. I don't know what to tell you. Is it crazy now to say aliens don't exist? Is that because that's what we're saying? So that's what I've determined. So that they don't, and that they're part of other things that we've gone into. So it's up to you. I think people who do think of that stuff as real are kind of nutty or kind of crazy, or some of them sometimes have an agenda, right? But I think we've gone through a lot of great stuff. I don't think people who follow Christianity are nut jobs or anything like that. Atheists, I don't think they're nut jobs either. I just think they're being manipulated in a lot of ways. So it's up to you, man, what you enjoy. I try to produce content that I find to be stimulating or interesting for you. If you like it, you do, and if you don't, you don't. That's fine. You can just watch the Walking Dead ones if so. Ashley Ludwig says, I really want to see Alicia join Walking Dead Dead City, which is really cool. There was a correspondence between her and Negan with whether or not we might be able to see her in it. It'd be cool to see her in it. If she gets reunited with Madison at the end of Fear, I'd be even more happy with that, I think, than seeing her crossover, because it'd just be a great reuniting, special moment for the series. But you could even see both of them, or Morgan, or a few of them. Who knows? If it ends off well for Fear, it's not to say that we couldn't see some kind of, continuation of the story later on. If it's off screen, that's fine, but we could see them maybe in Tales or something else later on down the road. It could be kind of cool to still see. Rebecca Kickass says, I want Madison from Fear the Walking Dead to meet Rick, because they used to tease that Madison was related to Rick or Lori. People have always wanted to see crossovers for Rebecca between the different Walking Dead series. They crossed over Dwight, they crossed over Morgan, so that's cool. Sherry as well. So they've done a few, and I think it's been great. But we gotta see what series they're gonna do and just how that could line up. But I wouldn't rule it out that we could see that at some point. The final one will be from Menace, who says, I'm a bit confused as to what the Matrix Police is. Really silly stuff. It's cutting through the Matrix. One of my mentors, his name is Alan Watt, who just died about, I want to say it was a year or two ago during this whole thing that's been going on in the world last couple of years, right? So his deal was called Cutting Through the Matrix. That's the name of his website. If you go to cuttingthroughmatrix.com, that's what you're going to see. I view that as his deal. I have to question if he'd be rolling over in his grave right now with the way people are using the term the Matrix or the Matrix Police or Matrix. Like, this has become, I think he probably would be rolling over in his grave right now, because, he was a very, very serious guy, unbelievably smart guy, doctor, PhD level kind of guy, and serious, and not a freak show, and not a bearded lady or a circus, But that's something that we've touched on a lot in the streams and everything. And I am really not a fan of the way people are using the term the Matrix now. It's supposed to refer to the overall system that we exist in. but people are bastardizing it and they're using it in a weird way. Maybe we could touch on that in the stream later. Anyway, I thought I would throw that one in there because it's related to some of the videos that we've been doing. That's the news for Walking Dead. That's your Dead updates for this time, guys. When we get more news, I'll let you know. We'll get closer. We'll cover Last of Us. Maybe we'll go into the Matrix stuff. We'll let the Master himself explain to you what the Matrix is. I got some videos on that, which we could do from Alan Watt. And that's it for this one, guys. Please thumb the video up below. Share, favorite, and subscribe at the bottom if you're new. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another. Trav saying peace later, guys. See ya.